democracy beyond who is or who isn't donating. I think one has to go beyond the obvious. And there are two issues here. One of them is philosophical. So if you permit, I'll take a couple of minutes to explain both. They're quite important. Firstly, why is the BJP or any other organization collecting money for building the Ram temple, when the state already collects thousands of crores from thousands of Hindu temples? Use that money first. Our state declares itself to be secular, but is shamelessly not so, controlling as it does only Hindu places of worship. A petition to free Hindu temples is pending in the Supreme Court since 2012. They can allow midnight hearings for terror accused, but not here. Governments of just 10 states control more than 90,000 temples. Tamil Nadu Temple Trusts own 478,000 acres of land. Tamil Nadu government alone controls 36,425 temples and 56 mosques. Billions in revenue. Is this secularism? If you truly believe that religion should keep out of state, the corollary is also equally applicable. That state should keep out of religion, but does it? A Hindu temple, its income, its educational institutions are controlled by and interfered by the government. But those of a mosque, a church or a gurdwara are not. Why? Only in India can you step aside and watch as the state appoints non-Hindus on boards that control Hindu temples. Only here will we remain silent as temple idols are stolen, temple property auctioned, a whole temple-driven ecosystem and way of life dismantled. Assault on temples have turned into an assault on Hinduism itself. Imagine a Hindu priest or a politician controlling and dictating how St. Francis Church or the Jama Masjid should be run. If that happens, perhaps our judiciary would indeed conduct a midnight hearing, crying death of secularism. And as for honor among thieves, Rahul, if the Congress can bring in a legislation to control Hindu temples in 1959, one that still stands, why can't the BJP bring in a legislation to override it? I'll tell you why. It is because they are happily looting the temples as well. Muh mein Ram, bagal mein chhuri. BJP, far from relinquishing state controls of temples, has now taken control of even more Hindu temples in Uttarakhand. Finally, Rahul, please give me 30 seconds. The other issue, more philosophical. Rahul, I am a Darwinian atheist, but I would gladly donate money to rebuild Ram temple as well as Kashi and Mathura temples. For me, it is not about religion. It is about correcting a historical wrong. Because for 70 years, we have been taught to forget historical injustices. From Somnath to Kashi Vishwanath, these injustices have deliberately been made visible, as though to lionize the debasement, celebrate the humiliation. And the irony is that the same people who have taught us this, drilled this self-loathing in us, these same people want others to fight historical injustice around the world. In fact, I urge the Congress and the communists to join me in a donation drive for rebuilding Kashi and Mathura so that this historical injustice can also be corrected.
Atikur Rahman.
Dr. Anand,
one second.